Good evening, everyone. How are you, Amjad? So if you can hear that noise, it's Chris's PC. I think it's on its way out. Sounds like a pneumatic drill. It's right, he's gone back upstairs now. Watching football. Oh. So how are you, Amjad? It's been your day off today, hasn't it? Oh. So, yeah. It's been very... Stop now. Thank God. Couldn't hear himself think. It's been very dismal today, and then about tea time it started absolutely chucking it down. What's it been like in your neck of the woods? Your nose, bro. How are you? Oh, that's the thing. I forgot to put link in. It's all right, Chris is not here to remind me. He does have his uses, you know. Ooh, he got what you're gonna... Hi, Tommy, how are you? Have you got planned what you're watching? Oh dear, Braveheart went live this afternoon, and bro, we're on panel. If I do say so myself, sounds dog rough. And we're on Brandy, trying to lubricate, the voice box. So, but the thing is, bro, you probably get up one morning and yeah, I can talk. Hiya, Jennifer, how are you? Oh yeah. I'm going through all stuff that you. So yeah, I went for me B12 this morning. You can't hear them singing. Can you hear them singing? It's all right, they're upstairs watching football. But yeah, it's sort of one of these things. I've got itchy nose. Yeah, you'll probably get up in a couple of days' time and say, "Ooh, I can talk." It'll just come out at blue, and you think, "Hey, I'm back in." I'm back in form. But I think I'm not picking my nose. I was going like that. There's a difference in picking it and rubbing it, says him. He's in the bad books. So yeah, I think Canada put them forward. Same as America. So in actual fact, in certain places in America, they're only 4 hours behind us instead of 5. And then there will be trouble. Honestly, bro. And I hope he's watching. For a whole hour last night, he was snoring. I pinched him, I poked him, I kicked him, and he still was snoring for a whole hour. Ended up, hey up. You're a bit slow on uptake, aren't you, Biscuit? Right, he normally goes up with Chris. So after about an hour, I was so pissed off and agitated. Hiya, partners. I ended up waking him up. I said, for God's sake, turn on your side. What whole hour? I said, you've kept me awake. Hiya, Tim. You know, my nerves were shot after about an hour. Then, as I say, I'd poked him, I'd pinched him, I'd kicked him, and I ended up waking him up. I thought, sod this. I don't care. You've kept me awake an hour. The upstairs at the moment, Tim, because they're watching football. But yeah, my nerves were shot. I was sort of going, ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? Kathy Bates moved. Not really, but yeah, I were getting agitated. So I ended up. Oh God, honestly, you know, bro. I mean, everybody knows I've got one of these CPAP machines. So I was terrible for it before I got this CPAP machine. It's mainly, hiya, Johnny. Hope you're feeling better, Johnny. You know, you and your nose bro ought to isolate together because he's lost his voice and yeah. Oh yeah, they look gorgeous. They did, Amjad. So yeah, it's only when he lies on his back. No other time. He's all right if he's on his side, but it's just when he's on his back. Yeah, tell you, I tried everything. Normally, if I poke him or I kick him, he'll turn over. But on this occasion, it didn't work. So I ended up waking him up. Thought, sod it, I'm putting up with this for another hour. Going up early anyway to go up to the doctor's. So yeah, you know, I thought, are all nights to keep me awake for above an hour? It's when I've got to go up early to go up to the doctor's. No, not heard a dicky bird, Amjad. Not heard a dicky bird. I did try ringing her last week and she didn't answer, so I'm thinking, I'm not one that likes to impose, you know what I mean? She probably got a lot on with grandkids, etc. So, you know, I'll probably try her again tomorrow. Because what we're going up there and, you know, my nerves were shot and everything, sort of, I went to have a nanny nap. Well, it was a case of I had to because I couldn't keep my eyes open. So, but anyway, links pinned if anybody wants to come on the panel. And, yeah. But I'll probably give her another ring either tomorrow or Friday, Amjad. So yeah, and our clocks go forward on 26th. Hello, how you feeling?
Do re mi so fa la ti do.
Ooh, well done. I bet you know, bro wishes he could do that.
Because shifty headache I've still got, I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, mind you, I was saying this afternoon. I've got like sniffles, but nothing significant. But I think it might be something to do with my sinuses because I keep getting like these, right?
Yeah, my headache's like, right here. Right
yeah, like pressure, like somebody's putting pressure on your head. And sometimes when it gets that really bad, I feel like my head's in a vice.
Keena puts pressure on my head, but she's gone to sleep now.
Have you had a scone yet?
Oh, they're very nice.
Oh, I had. We all had one.
No, she went. You're supposed to put butter. See trays, that.
Oh yeah, you made a start on them then.
Made a start. Yeah.
You know, bro saying you're making him well, Gel. Got it. Oh dear.
We're
having to translate and sort of learn to lip read this afternoon.
Got a bit carried away. Got a bit carried away.
Oh God, is that what you've got to? Oh my giddy eye!
I've planted 4 or 5.
Got your weight cut out for you there, Johnny. Then
aubergine sprouts and tomatoes I've done so far.
I've got a secret with what Bordeaux fart shared this afternoon.
Mm.
You know, bro will tell you. Because we were saying, like, about coming on panel, and he says, well, do I have to wear a bra? I says, well, you know, what you do in your, you know, at weekend or whatever is entirely, you know. So, yeah, we were having a right laugh.
The old me 3 years ago did need additional support, but I'm all right.
But, yeah, them honestly, you know, Johnny will vouch for what Tracy made as well. The only how can I put it? The only thing I were a bit disappointed with were the X's on top.
Oh no, they're lovely.
I don't know. Some as I say, mine were a bit chewy.
Oh yeah, they were a little bit chewy,
yeah. But yeah, I don't know what I expected because it's just like it was just like flour and water. But I don't know what.
If the world ends, does anybody want any tea? I've got a load of fruit ones coming.
Sisterhood of travelling foot pants.
Sisterhood of travelling pucker pants.
Foot pants.
Oh,
yeah.
Foot pants.
But yeah. But I mean,
ones, I love
same as I said to Chris. I mean, when you think about it, can you remember? Hi, Bria, how are you? Can you remember when we were at school and like to stick things if you haven't got any glue, you used to make flour and make like a paste, like sticky paste.
Yeah.
So, you know, that ain't any different really, because that's all that consisted on with flour and water.
I just sitting out, blathering my hands in PVA so I could just
oh God, yeah. I mean, Amjad says that were hilarious last night when it was that mixed peel. Well, I looked in, because see, the brown sugar and the mixed peel were in exactly the same, you know, container. So I sort of looked and picked it up, thinking it was brown sugar, but it weren't till I tipped it in and I found out it was mixed peel. So I'm there like getting bits out, and in the end I says, oh, there's still a few bits in there, you know, they're gonna be mixed in later anyway. So, but yeah, they're in exactly the same container, Amjad. They looked, you know, from sort of first glance, they looked exactly the same. And obviously I picked wrong one up, but hey ho, it worked out all right in the end.
Yeah.
Hi, Crypto, how are you?
Bought 3 big bags of compost. So but I need about another 1,000 seed trays.
Do you do potatoes as well, Johnny? Or
yeah, I know you don't. I just do them in them bags for life. So.
Oh yeah, because well, same as I say. I mean, this is what I was going to say. Is it worth you growing potatoes? Because I know you don't eat them. You know what I mean? That's basically. I have an essay.
At this rate, I'll need a little stall outside the house. All them seeds cost about 20 quid. So that's not bad.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's sort of making you sort of self-sufficient, if you know what I mean.
Well, I've got my generator to put back together. It's all done now, ready to put back together now.
But
so I'll have my own food, on power supply, and you know I've got enough tins to last me about 10 years. You'll be building a bunker next. Well, it was supposed to be to put flowers in. I did consider carrying on digging, but I hit clear.
What you know? There's one thing. If why what you say about tuna, you know, at least you'll have something to eat.
Oh yeah, right.
You'll have plenty of fruit and plenty of tuna.
See, them ones I got, they're weird ones. Striped tomatoes, rainbow beetroot, chocolate.
I didn't think rainbow pepper. Beetroot were a thing.
Chocolate
you know,
radish mix, and then a mix of carrots with all different colours, and then some
chilies. Ooh. I didn't know there was such a thing as rainbow.
And I had a very clever idea. Keena's been doing them for me. Instead of getting the tags.
Oh, yeah.
I bought wooden knives and forks. Keena's right on them all. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
You've got to do 4 of each for me. Look, carrot mix. Look, cannot mix. I think that's supposed to be carrot mix.
Oh dear.
Now, I can't find any tags, so I'm going to use lollipop sticks and then coloured ones.
Oh yeah.
Sort of knives and forks. A pack of 50 for £1.
Well, you can't go wrong there.
Instead, the spoon ones are pretty good. I bought the spoons as well.
Well, that's it. So long as you know what they are, and you know, that's main thing.
Yeah, I bought the packs of spoons. Well, I thought if I do them on the coloured sticks, and then when I water them, they might just run, and you won't be able to see what they are.
Well, that's a point, Johnny.
Look at that. Choc pep.
What?
Chocolate pepper.
Oh, hi Kate, how are you?
Can I shorten it down a bit? I went, put choc pep.
Choc pep. Well, so long as you know what they are, Johnny, I mean, it don't matter.
Oh, it's spelled cucumber too badly, huh? Cucumber.
Oh dear.
I thought it'd be fun because you just look at them and all knives and forks. Grown some aubergines as well. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them, but I've grown some aubergines. They're called eggplant.
Ash, you're going to shorten that one then?
Oh, I did it.
Oh dear. What you say? You'll cross that bridge when you come to it.
You probably put eggy plant.
Them weird, funny shaped things.
Yeah. They are weird. I don't even know what to do.
Oh, pardon me. I'm doing a Tim special. Hi, partners.
Hello, Jeanette and Johnny.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it should be behaving itself. Because
I thought you'd be dancing, being as you got me back.
That was yesterday.
How were it yesterday?
Yeah, got it back. Yeah, got it back yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that charged up quick. Found me proper charge.
Hi, Gary. Your dad's upstairs, Biscuit.
Hi, Gary. I'll do it, Gary.
Door and it's like this.
I can't do it like Chris does it.
Gary.
Oh, you've got it, haven't you? Hey, love.
Oh dear.
Oh.
He's upstairs, Biscuit.
Don't fall into the bathroom and you stand by me.
Anxiety.
Oh. Well, I mean, they're watching football upstairs. So when they first went up, he took Biscuit with him. You know, 3 amigos on bed. Chris's side, Callum on my side, and Biscuit lay across bottom of bed. Well, anyway, half time, he came down, made me coffee, made himself a
Back
coffee.
in a minute, La-di-da wants a new bulb in her salt lamp.
Oh.
La-di-da.
You're not doing it. bloody Robocop leg and electrics. That's all you need.
Biscuit wants to come up. No, well, they've. I suppose you can hear the cheering.
Yeah. Something.
Well, put it this way, they're not cheering for Sunderland. You know, bro, this afternoon, he'd come on Tina's, he could hardly talk, bless him, and we were like doing sign language or lip reading.
For the benefit of the deaf.
So we were sort of trying to decipher, and then I particularly like this one. So can anybody guess what it were trying to say? You know, a big bird that flies in the sky.
What, albatross?
No, an aeroplane.
They meant the actual species
yeah,
of bird.
Like going like. It's Sheffield United versus Sunderland, but it's at Sunderland.
Stadium of Light.
I don't know. You know more than what I do. You know more than what I do. But the thing is, yeah, Middlesbrough played last night, and they only managed to draw. Now, if they win tonight, it widens the gap to 7 points.
Yeah,
it widens the gap to 7 points. So with them, with Middlesbrough losing, drawing last night, and if they win, it means the gap's a bit wider.
It's what we want.
Well, it's what Chris wants. But this is the thing, for days, Chris has been saying, oh, they're going to fit up and they're going to end up in playoffs, and then we're not going to go up because we, you know, stuffed it up again like we did last year, blah, blah, blah.
Talk about self-fulfilling prophecy.
But when he saw team tonight, he went, oh, he says, that's instilled a bit more. I heard him yelp. He says, Biscuit's all right to caught his ear. It's pure excitement. Be careful. Probably kicked him in his ear. Yeah, I did, Kate. So we went on a little, well, I didn't. Like where our doctors is, it's like all surrounding like fields and whatever. So we get up early, and Chris says, I tell you what, he says, we'll take Biscuit in car with us, because obviously Callum was still in bed. And I predicted that Callum would still be in bed when we got back, which he were. So I says to him, Chris says, I tell you what, he says, we'll take Biscuit with us. He says, I'll let you go in, because you don't come in with me anyway, because you don't like needles. So he says, I'll let you go in. It's just like straight in, plot, and straight out again, if you know what I mean. Like straightforward, like in and out job. And yeah, so he says, I'll take him round up there, you know what I mean, while you're at doctors. Anyway, I comes out, and he obviously parked in one of the disabled bays. And it's first time, you know how he makes that, that's first time he's ever done it for me. And I come out that doctor's door until me getting in car, he was going, I says, you've been on a walk, you've done your business. I says, I've only been in there, Biscuit. You know what I mean? That is the first time in 2 years that he's ever done that, for me anyway. So, yeah. So he had a bit of a change this morning, and Chris didn't sort of feel comfortable leaving him here on his own, because he'd probably, you know, go and wake Callum up or whatever. And he says, we may as well take him with us. And, you know, while you're in there, he says, I can, you know, get him to do his business and whatever. But yeah, but he's like he's very much like Chris, Kate. If you wake him up, he gets real, grumpy. And that's what I didn't want to do last night, because I know he'd probably have monk on with me for waking him up, when he was snoring. And that was sort of only as a last resort.
Earplugs.
This is the thing. I lay on my side, you see. I'd be frightened of one getting stuck in my ear. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Jeanette. Partners.
I tell you what, I've been looking for on what I've been looking for on Amazon.
Is it on your wish list?
No, I've just been looking on Amazon. Well, you know when I have my hair coloured, and I would say to Tim, it gets all in all your ears and everything. I've seen on Amazon, they're like little shower caps for your ears. So, and people do actually wear them whilst they're in the shower, so you're not getting all like in your ear. So yeah, they've got multitudes of uses. Some people wear them, cover their ears up so they don't get no water in their ears. Plus, when you're having your hair coloured. But the thing is, Kate, it gets everywhere with me. And I says to Tim the other day, because Tim coloured his hair light overnight, and I says, just make sure you get some wet wipes and sort of, because it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what made me sort of think, I know, I've seen some things on Amazon, what you put over your ears. Like a mini shower cap for your ears. Oh, dear.
I'm going to have a look.
You all right, Tim?
Yeah, they'd be all right. They'd be ideal thing.
I'm all right, Johnny. You?
Yeah, I'm up, man, now. I'm really there. I just doubled my vitamins up on that. I've been still working out, though, even though I feel like shit. So I think that's brought me around a little bit.
I told bro, I said, you want to see all my bag of goodies.
Yeah, for now I'm going to use Tracy's caravan. I'm going to move all cushions that way and just put plants in there for me.
They actually. Hang on a minute.
I found them on Amazon. I think link's a bit too long.
They do. They unlock. They're like shower caps for your ears.
Oh, all right.
Called disposable ear protectors.
Ah, that's the thing. That's the proper name for them. They are ear protectors, but I just say they're like mini shower caps for your ears.
You sure you're not trying to get rid of them blue masks? They're now shower caps.
They go up in price. They like the ones that have only got 50 in are only about £1, £2 something. Hiya, Gordo. I wrote a funny thing out. It is Gordo. I was saying last night. I said Gordo weren't in tonight. Yeah, they're cheap enough, Kate, and it's like a mini shower cap for your ear, and it supposedly it stops water getting in your ears and everything. See, we do have his use as part nest.
Yep.
Kate says she's going to get some because little Harry gets glue ear. So yeah, in that respect. But I were mainly looking at them, Kate, because
I don't pay for that. I did pay for it, but it's a dip, isn't it? Having YouTube Premium.
Yeah. But yeah, it sort of gave me an idea because Tim Dining's there, and I said, just make sure I always I've got wet wipes, and I says because it gets everywhere, it gets in all your creases inside your ear roll and everywhere. So it was sort of that gave me idea, and I thought, I reckon I've seen something on Amazon that, you know, they are ear protectors.
Yeah.
But I look at it this way: there's not a lot of difference between YouTube Premium and normal YouTube, only that you don't get ads.
You're right there, Ernest. I am as well.
Well, it won't be Yorkshire, would be?
I mean, you can put link in if you want to, partners.
I think it's too long, this.
No.
They shut down my affiliates account yet again.
They've what?
Shut down my affiliates account.
Yeah, no, but I just can't bring myself to spend that amount of money, Gary.
No, it's too long, his link.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Don't sound good, Gordo. Has Mrs. G been cooking again? Sorry. I'm just it must be that B12. It's making me go all wappy. He says, wasn't feeling headache, so they decided to have a bath. We're just getting in the bath when he projectile vomited in it and had to empty it and rerun it.
Well, you need it middle when you're feeling sick as well.
But
someone didn't agree with you,
yeah. I mean, Gary says he hates adverts as you're in the middle of watching something and you get 3 ads. But us mere mortals sort of earn our something like 3p or 4p, you know what I mean? If people watch them ads, then the creator, although it's a pittance, does get something if you're watching ads.
All right, if it's 4 minutes, I'll watch it. If it's more than that, you can put it on. Some ads go on for like 20 minutes or something. What bloody hell?
Yeah, Kate. I would benefit very much from some of these ear protectors. I mean, it's all right, you know.
Your condoms you bought.
Actually, Johnny, they're called finger cots. That's the proper name for them.
I just thought when you're poking a bit extra.
Hey, other half saying
You.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Hazel.
It could have been Gordo, because migraines can make you feel unwell.
Really bad migraines as a kid. Knocked me on my ass, migraine.
How's the band practices going?
Good. Good. Bought myself a new guitar today.
What you bought?
You do what a lot of people do when you order green beer.
I'm expecting this big reveal and this, you know.
I ordered a Ghostbusters badge. It was supposed to be that big when I got it.
That is best laugh I've had so far, Kate. Does it actually play?
No.
No. What does it do then?
But this one does.
Wait.
Oh yeah, boy. Wait until you see this. Listen, this is the first time it's ever been seen on YouTube. This is like
Well, you know when oh God, you know how to wind people up, don't you?
Yeah, but what's this? No, what's this?
It's a nice looking little guitar, though.
See this? Yeah, this is what what's his name sent me, VD.
Oh yeah. Oh, dear.
Drum roll.
Ready?
Just watched a YouTube for a mod on the Jag.
Oh, that's a bit bigger.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, fancy.
Same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Your Kate's pouring chat. Hazy got a new toy today, and then a bit further down, she's put that shrunk.
Look, it's
Ooh.
literally the same guitar.
Yeah.
Make them the same size.
Well, except that one's got like brown, like outline, and that
Yeah,
one,
it's a different colour. Yeah, it's a
your
dark
bigger version's got the black.
I could have got that colour, but I prefer this colour.
It does. It looks well smart. That does.
It's the best. It's the best guitar I've ever had. Well, it's basically it's like my dream guitar.
Is that one you were looking at other day? Or it's Sunday?
Yeah.
And you were looking at one then?
Yeah. Because I bought one, and the guy he falsely sold it to me. It was a different guitar than what.
Oh yeah, because it were a copy of a copy, weren't it?
Yeah, basically. So yeah. So then I went and got this today. I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Nearly had to unrattle his ears for him. Put it that way.
You only live once, don't you?
No need to be jealous, Gary.
What?
It's the original Sheep Shacker.
This is no word of a lie, Johnny. I gave him that last week when he come up on my panel, and he's not changed it.
I just kept it. I like it.
So yeah.
Yeah, but this is the this is the toy one.
Bless. We've just been talking about. I've seen these things, and you know, like when you pull your hair or you go in the shower, and you've got some like the ear protectors, like shower caps, basically for your ears.
Oh yeah.
And Kate says we are having that trouble with glue ear. They might, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they're not expensive. They're only about £2.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. I put a video up of Harry playing a guitar earlier. You want to see him? You know the one, you know the electric guitar where I built him.
Oh yeah.
Well, he can play that one now. Like he can actually play it. Since I showed him a couple of chords, he's just flying. He knows so many songs. Like he played.
When you shown us that video with me back busking.
Oh yeah.
Bless his heart.
That was his plan. He wanted to go. That was his idea, you know.
It was freezing cold, weren't it?
It was freezing, yeah.
It didn't stick it long, bless him.
And then because there wasn't many people there, but everybody that was there was paying attention to it. You know,
oh,
he got a bit overwhelmed with it. Because I only put the video is only short. We were there for a bit longer, like.
Tim's doing an obscene phone call.
Was that what
No, I'm not.
What? Is that what the ever breathing what?
Yeah. Well, I know what it were. It were like these glasses.
Yeah.
Hi, Joel.
Hi, Joel.
How are you?
See, I can't believe how late it is.
Set my Amazon Associates again.
Oh, bless him. Kate says he's playing it in school, isn't he?
Well, the teacher wants him to take it into school, but it's all getting a bit real for him now.
Yeah.
You know. But he'll do it as soon as as soon as he feels comfortable. Because honestly, he's remarkable. Like.
Yeah, I mean that video we're in play. It's all about confidence, and we were talking about this last night. It's just him gaining confidence in himself.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Because we were talking about Tracy, like when she first started joining me on Baking Lives, she won't say a word. So, and in Chris's sort of words, can't shut her up now. But yeah, that's all about confidence and gaining confidence. That's all he needs.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. Did you what? He's upstairs, Andy. He's watching football. Osby
playing?
Candy is originally from Birmingham, but he's been living in Oz for about 50 odd years.
Oh, I know. I've known Osby Andy for a long time.
Yeah, he does some awesome drone footage.
I remember him from back in the Robert Nurden days.
Yeah, I'm going to say it were like, what was his name last night that come in? I forgot now. Yeah. Yeah, if you follow that link,
Yeah, just set up my Amazon Associates.
Adelaide, that's it. I always forget. I don't know why, Andy.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was being from Adelaide.
How much you get off that if I buy them from your link?
I just get a small cut. I don't know how much it is.
About 2p.
It'll still cost the same whoever buys it.
Yeah,
I just get a tiny cut from Amazon.
Have you made a video on them?
I just built myself a Hazy Days guitar.
I got one of them.
I've been using. I went to get some sticks because I'm doing all my seeds and my plants, and I went to put the markers on them.
Yeah.
So I just bought a load of knives and forks.
Yeah. Were they cheaper?
Yeah, and you get like packs of 50 and all. Look, Keena's been writing them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's done a few shortcuts though.
Yeah. Chocolate peppers is choc pep.
You got chocolate peppers?
Yeah.
And rainbow tomatoes. I've never even heard of chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and rainbow tomatoes. I've never even heard of them.
Chocolate pepper.
Nice.
All right, mate. I've got a few to do. I need about 1,000 trays if anybody's got any.
I'm sure you'll get them up.
The unicorn manure.
Yeah.
Not that lot to do yet. Hang on.
Holy shit. Where's all that going to go? What you should do is plant them in the field behind you.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to get them going in Tracy's caravan to start with until they're all bigger seedlings, and then.
Only problem with planting them in field behind him, everybody and the mother will be, oh, I fancy some tomatoes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know something? That wouldn't happen because if you walk to where my house is over that fence, you can't get out of the field. You've got to walk all the way back around the fence to get over. There's no point actually going into the corner where my house is.
So nobody come across your stash of vegetables then?
Well, they might smell them if there were certain vegetables.
You should just plant food everywhere, shouldn't you? It should be planted everywhere, shouldn't it? You should just be able to go out and walk over the field and pick some stuff.
I mean, you know, back in the day, you know, when I were kids, there used to be, well, we call them gusgogs, but the gooseberries. They were blackberries, there were raspberries, you know.
And you all along my fence.
You just walk down at a country lane and you take a container with you and you'd sort of be picking them as you went along.
I do. I cut my grass in front and neighbours are there with balls. In fact, it's been growing that long, it's going across the top of this fence, up the back, and then on back round again.
But you know, back in the day, and sort of, there'd be wild rhubarb growing and all sorts.
But this way, the front garden, that corner bit where the trailer used to be, I'm going to turn that soil over on that as well and get a load of veg growing there as well. And all my borders. I normally have only flowers across one side. You know the side that you can see? But I've got all other side where fern trees are. In there.
Yeah, you got loads of space, man. Compared to me.
I could put a H in garden.
You see my garden.
No.
It's a selfish with 2 sheds in it.
Yeah, you seen my garden before I done my workshop, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just half the size of that now.
Well, he could do his front lawn with some scissors. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's how nice ground.
I like how the house is laid out. Though. It's a nice house.
Yeah.
Hiya, Kathy. How are you?
Definitely with downstairs bathroom.
Hi, Kathy.
But Yeah.
I mean, got a downstairs toilet.
Eh?
Me?
No, Johnny. Have you not got a downstairs toilet, Johnny?
No. Only if I see a train.
Only if you open the back door.
Now we've got a downstairs toilet.
Letterbox if I'm kneeling down.
Bucket.
They're not worth the steam off your piss, the Royal Mail, are they?
I'll lose your letterbox.
Oh dear. That's the what's it to be in a tall bloke, you know.
Yeah.
And stick it out letterbox.
I could just open the big window next to me and check for leaks.
Yeah, well, unlike some, us and Hazy have got a proper portaloo. You know, we're sophisticated.
Actually, I've got a downstairs toilet, the caravan.
Well, that's
It does have a fully functioning. It does have a fully functioning.
Only problem is you've got freezing knackers off go into it.
I'm going in there tomorrow. I need to clear it out a little bit. It's going to be a greenhouse for a few months. I thought if I take all the cushions out, lay some plastic down, then just put all the seedlings all near windows with blinds open, that'll do. Stop them getting
I'm
frost.
glad. Don't stay as you are, mate. Don't bother going blonde or whatever. You're all right as you are.
Tracy won't go out that moment. It's too cold for her. So.
Yeah. Oh dear.
She's been running about today. She's 30 now. She's got to lay on bed now. She needs to get this Robocop leg off so I can come back.
We couldn't cope with one toilet in this house. That's when you got a teenage boy. He's in the frigging shower for an hour.
They almost come out like a pro.
I've had to start telling
In
him.
the shower. You do not need to.
Callum, same when he goes in bath.
Hey, he's lucky he's got a teenager that showers.
True.
But yeah, I do know what you mean because when our Callum goes in bath, it's there forever. You know what I mean? I keep saying,
you don't open bedroom door or a cloud of smoke saying, "Oh, showering's for bitches."
I'll tell you something though. This is no word of a lie. We must have shamed him into tidying his room.
Don't check out his video. It's a shit tip.
Yeah, he put a video up other day, Easy, and it says bedroom tour. And I kept saying to people, whatever you do, don't go and watch it. I says it's absolute shit tip. The games everywhere.
Oh, I want to see it
There's
now.
college papers all over the floor.
That's how you get people to watch the video. Tell them not to watch it.
But that's what Chris says. He's trying some reverse psychology here.
Yeah.
He says telling them not to watch it, so they'll go and watch it. And I went, no, genuinely, I don't want people to watch it.
Send me the link. I want to watch it.
See, you know what I mean? But it must, you know, when I says to Callum, sort of off here, obviously, I says, Callum, I'm ashamed that you took people on a tour of your bedroom in that state.
I'm going to go
But
there.
I don't know about Jack, but sort of Callum's room is a no-go area, if you know what I mean. He said earlier on, he's tidied it up. He's tidied it up. He's picked up papers up. He's picked his games up. It's got like one of these tubs with a lid on it. It's put everything, like his old Xbox and everything in there. So he says to me today, he says,
got it running it back.
He says, all it needs now is hoovering. And I went, did I just hear right? And I went, you're going to get Hoover out? He went, no, I'm not. He says, my dad is. Well, when he says it just needs hoovering now, have I got a blockage or something? Did I just hear him say it?
I'm watching it now.
Yeah.
I'm watching it now.
But yeah, I thought he went, he's going to actually plug Hoover in and get Hoover in, but no, he's expecting somebody else to do it. 43-second video. But yeah.
It's a 6.5 minute
I
video.
thought it was too good to be true when he says something about it. It just needs hoovering now.
Come down soon and go. That's the most views I've ever had.
But you know what I mean? I've definitely got Chris to film it if he does actually hoover it. But now we're expecting somebody else doing it for him.
Yeah, he needs to sort his games out.
But yeah, the same as we've said, they're not just games, they're DVDs as well. Because they had a lot of DVDs bought at Christmas. And I says to Callum, are there, you know, can you find anything when they're just strewn all over the floor? He says, well, I know where they are then. I says, well, how can you find out?
I've got the same carpet in my hallway. Just thought I'd let you know.
So yes, he heeded the advice and he stacked them all up.
What's this? How not to make your bed?
But yeah. So I don't know whether it was today Chris went in and he says he has tidied it up. He says I can vouch for that. Hi Steve.
I remember Jack doing a video on his channel when he was little, doing a bedroom tour and a face reveal. That's what he was doing, a face reveal.
I'm not being funny, Callum, but the price of them games, if you look after them a bit better. Jesus Christ.
But this is it, and then it sort of springs it on you that it wants another 2. So, well, now
in your bedroom, you're not getting for all.
But yeah. But it's this tucky to it, Johnny. He's tidied it up and he's put, you know.
Is he nicked your wheelchair to sit down and play games?
Hi, Steve.
No. It's only in there because there ain't nowhere else for it to go. And it's only sort of pulled out because when he bought that new Xbox, so he just took. Yeah, I know they are, Joel.
About 5 years, too big.
Yeah, it's sort of just convenient that it you know what I mean. They went nowhere else.
Spinal injury. That chair was built for me. That just shows how big I was. I weighed about. I think my heaviest I ever weighed. I think it was about 7.
But yeah, you know, it's sort of only in there for convenience. You know what I mean? It's like in our bedroom. I've got like a wardrobe my side. Chris has got a set of drawers and a wardrobe. And when you've got them in, there's not much room to like swing a cat round in our bedroom.
Yeah.
We like having a king size bed as well.
I got my ass back up.
I think he's taking it off.
But I mean, Callum's room isn't exactly massive, but yeah, it's only in there for convenience.
I've had to put that big telly in hallway for now while I'm swapping things around.
Yeah, that's probably why I'm ignoring it, partner.
The mum said a little thank you. She gave me a brand new 50-inch TV LG.
I told Johnny, I said, you'll end up with that telly, and I was right. It's not very often I'm wrong, but...
Well, what happened, right? That telly broke. They said the company fix it, but she'd already gone and bought another telly then, and then they sent her it back. But they said they couldn't fix it, so they just sent her a brand new one. So for about 2 or 3 years, that brand new telly was behind the door.
Yes, we the other team, Gary, not that one that you print chat.
Take the big one out of the living room, put that in the bedroom. That telly downstairs is 20 years old. A Philips 47-inch, and it still works. Good, mate.
They don't make them like they used to, do they?
You're supposed to get like 300,000 hours out of a standard TV.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mine's still on running. The one that Tracy's cousin got is at the same time. He replaced it about 3 times in its lifetime. But you know them blue dots that appear.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah, what's it's going into?
Mine's nearly 20 years. I got it when I first met Tracy when we first moved in together.
I've just subscribed to Callum's channel. I'm 280. You've got 280 subscribers now.
Thank you very much. I'll tell him when it comes down.
He's had 105 views now.
I didn't even know he had a channel.
Yeah, he's had. The thing is, Easy, I don't know whether Jack's saying he has these fads, and he hadn't done out on it for probably about 1-2 years, and then all of a sudden he started, posting things again. Hi, Bexy, how are you?
She's got the heating on again.
But
Jack's more into this, doing gaming and stuff. I know.
Callum wants that Harry Potter. That I forgot what it's called now.
What game?
Tim, yeah, Harry Potter.
Oh,
What's that new Harry Potter game called?
I know what it is.
But also, WWE's got WWE 2K23 out as well.
They're getting
So
pretty good.
that's 2 games that he wants.
I'll pass him a shot.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy, that's it.
Yeah.
If he needs a shelf, I've got plenty of them. I've got some still in packet, floating
But
shelves.
he sort of, this is it with games and all, because he goes through fads. He's got that Grand Theft Auto, he's got all Grand Theft Auto games, and then he goes like Call of Duty and things like that. They shoot them up and whatever.
Oh, yeah,
But then he always goes back to, he's got like FIFA 23, and now he wants WWE 23. So we sort of, yeah. Hogwarts Legacy, I wouldn't buy. Is it that buy that? Well, it gets his own money now, you see, Steve. So, what he does
I've
with his
some of them, Jeanette. I've got a couple of packs of one, about a metre long. Them floating shells?
Oh, yeah.
The black ones. I've got loads of them.
Ooh.
I'll bring 2 over, and then if he sticks them up on the wall, he can put his games on them, man.
You know about these?
Thank you, Johnny.
You know
I've
about these?
got about 10 of them.
I got a load of them too.
That'd be great, Johnny, that would. I'll tell him.
What?
It's never look as straight when you put them up on wall, either.
No.
Hey, you might have to put them up while you're here as well, Johnny, because you know what Chris and DIY are.
I'll do them. You got plaster walls,
They'd probably be hitting him on head while he's in bed next day.
You want plasterboard or the solid?
Well, this is no word of a lie, Easy.
The thing is with those floating shelves, you got to be careful how much stuff you're sticking on them.
He'd probably be only putting his games on them.
He's going to rip it off. He's
Or
going
is
to rip
it
it
like
off the wall.
DVDs?
He's going to rip it off the wall, definitely.
Yeah, no, getting pissed on match day and try to climb them.
But this is no word of a lie, Easy. I had a curtain pole come down. How long ago, Johnny? Above a year ago.
I remember when it came down. I remember that.
And it's still down.
It's still
But
there.
in Chris's defence, that was one of the curtain poles that was already up when we moved in. But no, listen.
That just proves he's a straight lazy twat.
This one here, we bought from our old masonette, and he put that up himself, and it stayed up.
Like
So,
saying,
yeah.
in his defence, I only shot him twice.
Well, but yeah, I nearly murdered him last night.
He did some illegal snoring.
God, honestly, this is no word of a lie. Kept me awake an hour last night, and
All sensual again.
it's only when he lays on his back. I poked him, and he sort of stopped snoring for a couple of seconds, then starts up again, and then I kicked him, and then he stopped for a little bit, like all of about 10 seconds. I sort of pinched him and all. And in the end, I thought, oh, fuck it, I'm waking him up. I ended up waking him up.
She lubed him up.
I don't like waking him up because he gets a right grumpy arse Yeah, that's Chris. Destroy it yourself. You know, I don't like waking
She's
him
got
up.
her older fingers stuck in his ass.
He's a right grumpy horse when you wake him up. And yeah,
No,
I
I'm pretty good
don't
at
like
it,
waking him up, but it were a last resort. I couldn't stand it any longer. My nerves were torn to shreds. So yeah.
When you start selecting pillows to put over their head, that things are gone extreme.
Plastic bag. If you stick it over his head and tie it up real tight, can you nothing?
I mean, apart from like shoving him out of bed, that'd wake him up. But I sort of didn't want to be that cruel to
That's
him.
why I don't get back in bed with Tracy until she gets that rope. But imagine kicking me at leg with that damn thing on.
Imagine what?
Tracy with that walking pot thing, and she kicked me with that.
2 minutes.
You dare me in Wales, like.
But yeah.
No, she did the other day, walked too close to bed, got it stuck under it, and flipped us out.
Don't want to end up with another broken leg, other one.
I told her, I says, you don't take as many vitamins as me. You need to look after yourself.
What vitamins you take, Johnny?
Me?
No, the other Johnny.
Fucking hell.
About as many as me, easy.
We both sound like a tube of Smarties on them on.
Yeah.
Good vitamins as well.
Like a rattlesnake.
Tracy, I can only give it chewable once she walks forward.
I take all sorts, me.
D, well, high strength vitamin D, vitamin C, multivitamins, then I take them drinks as well.
And Omega, don't forget, do you take Omega?
Yeah.
D3.
The seven C's, that capsule thing.
I take glucosamine as well.
And the immunity support stuff.
Nice. Well, listen, I got to go. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired.
I don't do big farm, I do little farm.
They what Johnny's on about.
They dissolve in water.
So much water, you need
dissolve them in water.
Yeah.
High strength.
Mine are all in that cupboard over there.
Helps contribute to the normal function of the immune system. Contains a level of vitamin C.
Big on the veggies and that.
Let me get it right. Wedgen big.
Yeah, we give them to the kids.
Wedge
and big. Yeah.
Established channel.
Happy tummies.
Oh yeah, I went into his live. He did a live stream the other day. And I went in
on 3rd of July 2008.
Wedge and big. That's how you pronounce it.
There's PE Monday, Tuesday at school. Football on a Tuesday evening. Basketball on a Thursday. Swimming on a Friday.
Yeah.
Says she's pretty good at the trainer guy says she's doing really well at the football as well.
Nice.
She's not afraid to, get stuck in there and that.
Yeah. Bloody hell, you got a busy frigging week then.
We've got Scarson as well, even though his 1980 LFC has changed his name from Scars, so we do know.
So cold. I was watching new Picard series, sat there with a flash freezing my ass off.
Fair dues,
John. Kids keep going, is that Santa, mummy? Santa comes to watch the football.
Well, listen, I gotta go, man. I'll speak to you all soon.
Okay, then. Thanks for coming up and sharing your new so yeah, thank you.
Bye.
And I'll see you soon. Sunday. I'm going to say Sunday. But yeah, I'm like Johnny.
I accidentally bought 8 bottles of sparkling spring water.
Oh.
So now I'm burping like Tim.
But this is it. This is the thing, Johnny. I have that Volvic still, and it still makes me burp.
It's sodium. They put salt in spring water to make you want to drink more of it. So I won't recommend a bottle of spring water if you're in the middle of the desert because you're just going to get more dehydrated.
Well, I'm not going to,
I
taking the
want you to
trip to
check out a
desert
normal
anytime
bottle of
soon.
spring water, normal bottle of water, and check out how much sodium's in it. You're better off just going down by canal with a straw.
Or doing a Del Boy special.
Or Peckham Spring.
Do you know what actually happened in real life?
Yeah, how's that too? Yeah, how's that?
What was it called? Dansai or something? Turned out to be Tottenham tap water.
Yeah, Tottenham tap water. Yeah, I've heard about that and all.
How much did that rear differential cost you then? For XC90?
It wasn't the rear differential, it was the transfer box.
Yeah,
200 quid delivered.
How much?
£200 delivered.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, Volvo wanting 1,700 for a new one.
Yeah.
I only run them up.
You told him where to go.
Well, there's no way because I run the dealer at weekend anyway. I got a call back. Actually, they called me back. I said I called back. They called me back. I said to him, I said, I won't be ordering one. I'm just
you probably rung them up to see what sort of price you were looking at.
Just out of curiosity, I
Yeah.
was straight up with them. I says, I got one. I says I found one on eBay for
I
200
told
quid.
you, didn't I? I said they were with all along.
Hey, look at beard on him now.
Oh, pardon.
Look at beard now, isn't it?
I know. Look at it.
I can see it proper shape now.
I'll bring the camera a bit closer so you can see it.
It blows in the wind.
Chris, have you showed your inner thigh skills yet? Beard, very
It's not going anywhere near my other thigh. Not with that on his face. Yeah, see you later, Steve.
But you can provide additional services with that beard now.
As long as I get a cut, Johnny, I'm not bothered.
Also, if you grab him by his legs, you can clean your toilet out as well. Tell Callum we've seen his bedroom. He's a scruffy little.
Easy subscribe to him so we could watch it. Yeah, Chris has just said this. He said, you know what he said to me earlier on? And you were in bed? He says, now it's tidied up. He says it just needs hoovering. And I was going,
well, let's go and get it.
Did I just hear you say about hoovering? He said, no, I'm not doing it. He said,
He's wrapping up round, so he goes, I'm not doing any fucking hoovering.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, he says.
Hey, get him told.
Oh, God.
That's the thing.
What makes me laugh about that part, Ness, is how could they possibly think they could get away with it?
Yeah.
You're going to start digging up the road thinking there's a major leak going on.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because in certain areas, water companies actually put like what's that in toothpaste?
Fluoride.
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 That's it.
Industrial waste product.
So certain water companies do put fluoride in the water.
Also
so there's
do not swallow toothpaste. Never swallow toothpaste. That fluoride.
Anyway.
Oh, never boil water either. Never boil your tap water. Even if they tell you to do, don't. Because when you boil water with fluoride, and it turns into fluoxide, not fluoride.
Hey up, Johnny. I'm spilling spit.
There you go.
It's same with mouthwash and spit.
You can get it without. You can get fluoride free toothpaste. I've got hemp one, mate.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I can't imagine swallowing toothpaste. But yeah.
Can you put a goggly eye on it?
Your vitamins are watching you, Johnny.
The other eye's on the bedroom door.
Oh dear.
Oh, do I have to put that bed down tonight? Getting a bit tedious now. It's this chair.
In it, or it's to go somewhere.
Yeah,
Right,
toilet.
there's to drop that bed, I've got to put this chair in all the way every night. And that's annoying.
Hi,
put my
Terry.
hand
How
down
are
for you.
you?
Tell it's a worthless piece of crap.
Hi, Terry.
So you're too fucking heavy and you're getting on my tits. That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, if that's not. If that's
It needs
not
some kind of
what is.
strength because that is heavy. When you get to the point where you're holding the weight of it, it's an heavy bed.
You don't like counterbalance.
Yeah. Like you're doing them sash windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody's got some of them knocking
I've always
about.
got a
Johnny.
single bed that's a lift up one. It's hydraulic, right? And it just the weight of the mattress just.
I'm sure that's on its last legs.
I swear to God, you can move a pillow and it'll go boing.
Can you hear that noise?
What? What is hoovering?
No, it's Chris's PC.
Jesus Christ. Thought you were in the salon.
I said, before I went upstairs, he turned it off. I says, it sounds like a pneumatic drill.
Might need a good clean.
Probably his fans.
The producer, they just.
Don't know.
Yeah,
It
'cause I
sounds
had to replace a couple of my case fans.
I bet if
sounds
I
like
put
it's
this
on its
out-
last
if I
legs,
put
but it
this
sounds
out
on
this
it.
tower, that would be filthy. I clean
Just
this
found a
tower
couple,
back.
found a couple on Amazon. The ditch old ones.
I mean, it served him all right. I mean, he got it off, I think it was Amazon Marketplace. It was £80. And he's had it some years, but yeah.
You know something? I don't want soaps at all. Why would well, I
Yeah, guys.
But
don't
you
want
notice, though, Wedge and Big, that when one soap does a storyline, about a few months down the line, one of the other soaps does the same storyline or similar. You know what I mean? It's sort of, I think they sort of pass scripts around different soaps. You know what I mean?
What shite can we come up with next?
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like sort of Emmerdale, Coronation Street. You
Yeah,
know,
aluminium
sort of,
oxide.
you know, like
That's a
they've
nano.
done it like a rape scene or a rape scenario, and then next thing you know, in Coronation Street, they're doing it. It contains sodium hydroxide and aluminium oxide. What are we talking about? Toothpaste now or water?
Everything's got something in it that shouldn't be there.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's you know, it's something original. You know what I mean.
You need a water distiller, really, do it, but they're not cheap.
But I mean, it don't matter. I tell you something though, John. My mum used to swear by that Nestle's Pure Life, something Nestle Pure. But there were a big like controversy about that, about everything that had got in it. But my mum was like, "Oh, I've drunk it for years and it's never done me any harm." Blah blah blah. She was sort of more or less saying, "Well, you don't have to believe everything that you eat." You know what I mean?
We all know Johnson & Johnson are a bit dodgy. With the
But yeah, you know what I mean. She swore by that Nestle
Very
Pure Life,
small.
and then there were like a bit of a controversy about it, and you know, she wouldn't hear a thing said about it.
Well, it'll have been. It might not have been as mass produced when she used to have it as it will now.
I don't know, but
Anyway,
Chris
the
always
amount
got,
of names that are taken over, and it's a completely different people making that product by then.
Chris Allis used to get shit end at stick because he'd got go and get it from Asda or wherever and take it back to her. Yeah, because she was like buying like I think there were cases of 12, I think it were.
Mm.
And yeah, Chris was the one that all used to all had to go and get it for her, and even down to unpacking it and put it in a cupboard for her.
Tommy's getting scientific.
But yeah, Gordon Bennett.
Yeah, I've researched so much stuff like that. I could probably do a science degree now and all that stuff I know about it.
Something
I've took one of ridiculous, so that headache's easing off now, so I don't feel too bad now. I'm nearly there. I'd say about 75%. But my sore throat was ridiculous. Like barbed wire. I was getting a bit panicky thinking I had that tonsillitis shit coming back on. But
oh yeah, yeah.
Glands hadn't swollen up at all. Just a really sore throat and a headache and aches and pains.
There's a lot going about, Johnny, and we'll put it this way: when I went to the doctors this morning, I was only one sat there with a mask on. I thought, well, you know what I mean?
I did 6 weeks flat out as well. Didn't I? 7 days a week for 6.
Yeah, but and then I'm thinking to myself,
hey, my mum's getting independent. She built herself a bathroom cabinet around it.
I'm sat there and I'm thinking, what? I'm wondering if everybody's looking at me because I've got a mask on. And then this woman coming with this little kid in it were all up, please. I thought, yeah, I did right wearing my mask.
Yeah.
3-foot charger wire's got, well, it's 3 meters. Got a bit tangled up.
But you see, this sort of here, Joel, they've relaxed the rules a little bit. Nah.
Yeah, Joel, I refused to wear one and I burnt one.
But the thing is, I don't wear a mask for anybody else's benefit, only my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you've got a little kid, hocking its guts up in front on you, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, well, just take my mask off. Do I look stupid? Are they looking at me because I'm wearing a mask?
Scientific studies have come through now that you were better just wearing a pair of knickers over your head because we're no use whatsoever.
Well, I'm not going to walk into doctors with a pair of knickers on my head.
Absolutely no use whatsoever.
But anyway, same as I say, I don't do it for anybody else's benefit, Johnny.
Anyway, you see the WhatsApp message. He wanted you all to wear them so you'd be compliant.
Get that!
Partner says it might be fans in you.
I don't know, it's very straight off the toilet.
But anyway, same as I say.
Did it calm down once it started up, or did it carry on doing that noise?
It still works all right. It's just making that goddamn awful noise. It's all right. He's looking now.
You nose, bro, no.
Oh, God, get over there. Did you know me, Eddie?
Took us just as needy as what biscuit is.
Jesus Christ.
Have you picked a car yet then, Gordo?
Oh, pardon me.
Pardon the internet.
Shit.
But as I was saying, even though it's just a quick in and out, I don't even touch door because they've got a lift. And like where our doctors is on first level, and then they've got a second level, which is like dermatology and whatever, you know what I mean? I don't even touch, thing that you press for lift. I do it with my cane. I'm not touching out that all and sundry is touched. I'm still very.
You can't live the rest of your life like that.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean. I only go. It's like I go up there predominantly once every 3 months, and that one visit, knowing my luck, you know what I mean.
That guy that caught in America, he was going around people's houses, licking the bloody ring doorbells.
But anyway, same as I say, it's not for anybody else's benefit. It's for mine. And that's, you know, not that not that I think sod everybody else, but yeah, I mean, I've got respiratory problems anyway. So if I, hey, oh, here's your dad shouting at Tucker coming to investigate. but you know, it's, and it was like during pandemic, you know, what I did is for my sake more than anybody else's. You know, nobody else.
I know they kept catching him on ring bell videos, the weirdo.
Hey, oh, Johnny's just said they're going down round licking ring doorbell.
This loopy American guy who was just going from house to house, licking the bloody ring doorbell thing. And obviously, because he had cameras on him.
But I mean, Joelle says she's still paranoid. It's not that I'm paranoid. It's the traffic that's going in and out of that doctor's. And you don't know what people are going in doctors.
Well, check out your MP's WhatsApp messages. You won't need to worry. It was all a lot of crock of shit. And you see the WhatsApp messages from our Mr. Hancock.
Yeah. Terry says she uses tissue with door handles when she goes to hospital. But that's saying you've got thousands upon thousands of people.
Hancock said, when can we release the next variant? We've got it on standby just to scare the shit out of people.
You know, you've got people in a hospital.
Nobody heard after about 3 weeks.
You've got thousands of people going through them doors on a daily basis in a hospital. You don't know what they've touched or what they've got, or you know what I mean. I mean, look at Ivy next door. She only went in with a broken hip or a broken leg. And while she's in there, she's got COVID. And you'd think you'd be safe in a hospital environment.
I'm not best place to get a disease.
You know, that just sort of proves what I'm trying to say. You've got visitors visiting patients. You don't know that they've not got COVID or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hospitals have got private contract cleaners now. They've never. I've seen bloody.
Yeah, exactly. Kathy's just said it. It's not like I'm trying to say I'm mass pleased, but yeah, I do it for my benefit and nobody else's. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? I just do it for myself, not for anybody else.
The MRSA one.
You're better off just putting a scarf over your face.
But it's like going to hospital. You know, you've got thousands of people either touching lift door knobs or handles or whatever.
Yeah, I had a bad cut on my leg and it won't heal up at all. The doctors took a swab thing for it. When I went to get my results, they're all dressed up like smart fucking ET.
Oh God!
So they had to go straight to hospital. It's like fuck. They made me quarantine at home. They wanted me to go on an MRSA ward.
But you see, that's. I mean, I find that MRSA is very intimate because they swab your groin. And where else do they swab you up?
I have to shower in surgical spirit every day, yeah. Put waxy stuff up my nose.
Yeah, but they also swab in your groin. I mean, why did, you know?
I won't let them keep me in. I refuse. So we need you to go there right now. Grab some clothes and go right there.
But this is the thing, Weg and Big. Yeah, and I keep saying it. There's thousands of people walk through them doors every single day. You know, people can go into hospital, either visiting a relative or whatever, and not know they've got COVID or whatever it is they've got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good job I'm eating bread then. See what only things Tracy could slide under the door. Honestly, I locked myself away for about 3 weeks.
You felt like you were prisoner cell block H, did you, Johnny?
Surgical scrub twice a day and then just like waxy stuff up my nose like that. I don't do hospitals though at all. I got MRSA. What was it I got of a mum? Septicemia. I still won't let him keep me.
But this is it. I mean, it's like when Chris had that cellulitis. It was one of them cases. I mean, it's not transmittable, But you ought to have seen them. It were like, these more or less hazmat suits, because they didn't want him getting an infection in an already infected leg, if you know what I mean.
Then I wasn't allowed to go for a pee because I refused to wear a mask or be tested, so they made me stay in the room. I was not allowed to leave the room. I just pissed a pretty big cornetto looking thing.
Cornetto.
Yeah, put some sprinkles on this, it's still warm.
But yeah, they are, honestly, partners, they are disease central. You don't know what's walking through them doors. You don't know what people have come into contact with. And it's like any other, like RSA and COVID. It's got that incubation period where you don't know that you've actually got it.
MRSA is a lot worse than COVID. A lot worse than COVID.
But
MRSA is an actual like an infection into your body. COVID's a flu virus. It's about as weak as a cup of PG now as well. You're all right. Do you know that barrister? What's he called? Judge Rinder.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got COVID at the moment. I said, if the Yorkshire turns, you'd be reading that.
Oh, God, what's it?
Then he sent a message back saying, thank you,
Robert.
Rob Rinder.
Robert Rinder, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Robert
we
Rinder.
dealt- company I work for dealt with his remortgage.
Terry says, yeah, let's not mention that for a couple of more months.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, Terry, so long as you sort of not
Terry says he's
sort
going
of
to
get
expose
paranoid,
his
but take every precaution you can. Basically, so long as you take everything that you need with you, you'll be all right.
Gary now glows in the dark. He's had his 47th shot.
Oh dear, but you know what I mean. It's.
He's now walking around looking like a glow stick.
I mean, it's like I've said before. I've been baking all these years, and I've never poisoned them yet. So you know what I mean. It's one of these things where
I've sampled it myself.
yes, can't
Tracy,
sample my ways.
Oh, yeah.
The sugar man can't do tray bakes. It's not-
And
Stay
so
away from tray bakes.
when I first went to visit Johnny and Tracy, I actually took some, them mint things that we made the other day, something similar to them, didn't I?
Yeah. I'll stay away from your tray bakes now. I'll just go into sugar mellow.
Yeah. Well, that the one that we're making, the Easter tray bake, it's basically the same. It's like a chocolate sponge with like chocolate fudge icing, but you basically chuck anything and everything on top of it. That one's a good one. I made a woman breakfast in bed this morning. Instead of saying thank you, though, she yelled at me and asked how I got in her house. Ungrateful. Oh dear.
We said breakfast in bed. He didn't mean to say it had to be mine.
But I look at it this way. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it, no matter what precautions you take. You know what I mean? Whether it be flu, whether it be a cold.
What we need to do is get back to the stage where we've stopped being scared of our own body's ability to get us better.
Well, this is it. I mean, look at it this way.
Shadow these days.
Looking at it, if you think about it, Big Pharma hasn't been around for a long time dealing with colds now. We've dealt with it.
That bad cold, what Chris had a few weeks back, it knocked him off his feet. He were on sofa asleep for 3 days straight. He never eat anything. And yeah, I mean, it weren't that because he did a test. But this is the thing, neither me or Callum got that cold. So our immune systems must be all right for us. And you're in
you'll get it. Most people now, like it's like we take a bit. That's about 3 or 4 days, isn't it? So, yeah, but yeah, you got a bit of whiskey. A bit of whiskey, you know, bro. You're right there.
But that's it, you know, and I always say, when you're ill, it's your body, and you're sleeping a lot, it's your body's way of telling you that you need that sleep.
Also, if you give your virus alcoholic poisoning, you can only get rid of it.
But it's you know, to a certain extent, we've all got immunity to certain things, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, Chris will tell you, yeah, I've got a bit of a ruddle, but yeah, that's probably down to fags, but you know, and I've had sniffles, but I've not had a cold. I can't remember last time I had a cold. So this, you know, stuffing your body with vitamins sort of does have its benefits, you know what I mean? And I strongly believe that.
We're all like Wolverine.
Oh.
Its job is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to reckon up how many tablets I take in the morning.
Blood and the ball.
15. First thing in the morning, I take 15 tablets, and that's including, you know, my prescribed ones as well. Oh, pardon me. So I take 15 tablets of a morning.
My brother takes 21 tablets a day. My oldest brother, 21 tablets a day.
I take 5, Jeanette. 5 a day on vitamins.
But I mean, this is sort of, I take sort of 8 of the vitamin supplement type. I take the, the dissolvable vitamin, so that's sort of 9. And then after I've had something to eat, because these ones, the Forceval, you've got to take them after you've had something to eat. And that's...
When you first showed me them, I thought, do you bend over for them?
17 altogether. So yeah, but I can't have them for Forceval till after I've had something to eat.
Oh yeah. I took them for a while, but I had to pop a couple of these on overnight. My heartburn went that bad again. it was burning the back of my throat. I thought, well,
yeah, I sometimes get to that point, Johnny. But once I start feeling
they basically tear out your stomach lining.
Yeah, once I get that feeling here, before it sort of gets to that point, I take one of them Lanzaprazoles.
Well, I think it is because I've had tonsillitis, bad throat, and all that. I don't still not want to damage the back of my throat anymore.
Oh dear. But
it doesn't look like a bit like Werewolf in London.
I've been having a problem with my left leg and my left foot again. It's all swelling up. Because I said to Chris, Chris last night, I took a picture of it just before I went to bed. I said, nah, you watch. I said, when I get up in the morning, it's as right as rain. It's just sort of gradually through day, it starts.
Got 3 of those. 3 for £12. You can't go wrong. The 40-litre ones as well. You see, they've got 1,000 seeds to plant. I'll buy a bit. We've got to put that in the hallway now.
No, I don't want to freak anybody out, and your nose bro's already seen this.
Is this a leg update by any chance?
Well, yeah. For once, it's not Chris's leg, it's mine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dear, Jeanette.
Oh, fucking hell, Jeanette.
I took that last night just before I went to bed.
That reminds me, Jeanette, I'm growing some watermelons as well. Jesus Christ. Is that water retention?
That is water retention. But Chris says to me last night, because I took a picture of that one, what I took last night just before I went to bed. So I says to him, I says, you watch when I get up in the morning, it'll have gone down, right down.
Sorry, Jeanette. I'm just laughing at something in the chat. Sorry, Jeanette.
Hey?
I was just laughing at something in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, what about you shitting in wood?
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is being on water retention tablets as well. You know, like water tablets. So that really shouldn't happen.
And doctors advised her not to take them a while back. Fucking idiot.
But it's like I was telling you, nose bro, this afternoon. I were on 10 micrograms of blood pressure tablets. Are on indapamide, and I'm on amlodipine. Now, all three of them combined to bring your blood pressure down. So then I went through like a phase where I were having like near enough fainting spells, you know what I mean? So I went back to the doctors, and she says, well, I'm going to drop your blood pressure tablet from 10 micrograms down to 5. I'm going to take all the 2 off you. So, yeah, that solved the problem with, you know, with the blackouts or the fainting spells. But that's the result of it. Now, we had a new doctor start at our surgery, and I forget what it were. Oh, that right. It was a nurse's appointment, and she seen my leg, and she says, you ought to get that looked at. And I says, well, I've been asking doctors for years, I says, to give me them water tablets back. And I says, they're not. Okay, then, Wigan Big. I'll see you at Wedging Big.
See you later. See
you later. But yeah, and because it was a new doctor, she says, well, I'll try you back on them. We'll monitor your blood pressure closely, which they have done, and I've been fine. But I think it's sort of like when I'm walking about and whatever on it, and same as Chris says, I've got like a footstool, and he says sort of when you're not, you know, when you sat down like I am now, it says try putting your foot up on this footstool to, you know, and it's fine when I'm in bed, you know, because like my legs is elevated, and same as you know, as Rose said this afternoon, your legs are sort of on the same level as your heart, which obviously pumps your blood around your body. So that's probably why it goes down while you're in bed. But once you get up, you know, that's what's causing, you know, this swelling in my leg. Yeah. But the actual redness on my leg are like little blisters, because my legs swell up that much, or that leg swells up that much, that it causes these like tiny blisters. But if you were to compare, to compare my legs, my right one's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. It's just this left one. So, I don't know. I'm a medical mystery. Oh dear, but yeah.
It's like my leg partner. She had cellulitis in her legs, and she went in the hospital. The cellulitis went away, and she came out, and then she was in the hospital bed for the rest of her time as she was back home. And then she took sepsis, and she passed away from sepsis.
Yeah.
And it's like my partner, but she was on. She used to take tramadol, the water retention tablets, and painkillers on top of that as well.
Are you careful of your sodium intake? Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I don't sort of. But you see, this is one thing that, you know, the thing is, Joel, it's, you know, you have to get up and get walking about during the day, and that seems to be the problem because it's only at night, just before we go to bed, because I've been sort of walking about and whatever all day, that it goes like that. And I took that picture just to prove to Chris. I says, now you watch it morning when I get up. And I says to him this morning, I went, here, look. And it's gone right down. So it's just when I'm knocking about during the day. And same as Chris says, we've got like a footstool. And he says, what you ought to do is, while you sat there, just elevate.
That's why I said you need to do earthing, because it'd really help with your...
Yeah. Plus, with my circulation as well. I mean, that might help it. You know what I mean?
I did it this morning with snow as well. It was quite refreshing.
But you know what I mean? It's like everything else. It's something that you put up with. Just another thing to add to the list, if you know what I mean.
I've got a young little one to bring up, I can't do it that way. I've got to keep trucking as much as possible.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's sort of... I mean, that new doctor, when I sent her a picture of my leg, with these little blisters and everything, she actually gave me some cream. I think it was steroid cream or something. But it didn't actually do anything. And I says to her, it's basically, because when Chris had the cellulitis, the doctor explained it to him. It's because your leg expands that much or swells up that much that, it can't stretch anymore, and that's what causes blood blisters. Well, that's only the same with my leg. It's sort of swollen up that much that, it's causing like little blisters on my leg.
Water retention, your legs won't be like that, but it's not water as in water. It's water that's swelling up your muscles, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus, it's sort of like a bad circulation thing as well. But what I can't understand, John, is I've just said my right leg's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with my right leg. You know what I mean?
You can do it by halves.
Yeah, I'm sort of like Quasimodo, but I've got one normal leg and I've got one that looks like Elephant Man. You know what I mean? I've got an Elephant Man one side and normal other.
Really got it. There we go. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, it's in bed when it starts going down. It's when I'm sort of during day when I'm
gravity.
Here, there, and everywhere. So we've got a footstool, and Chris says he's going to bring it over here, and so when I'm sort of sat here, I can have my leg elevated on the footstool. He says we'll see if that sort of rectifies the problem, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got the added problem is with your foot swelling up, or your toes swell up with it as well.
No,
so you do feel like Elephant Man.
But I've been doing that earthing for about 3 weeks now. I ain't had any problem with my feet.
So yeah, you know what I mean. It's not just my leg and my foot. It's actually my toes as well. So yeah, same as Johnny says. We don't do things by half. Same with Callum, Johnny. He's not very ill that very often, but when by God, when he does get ill, he gets ill. We don't. But you see that I mean that in a way, crypto, that ain't doing you any good, because they even say sort of like when you're in bed, don't lie in bed with your legs crossed, because you're stopping circulation, or the natural circulation in your legs.
Where your body's designed, you're best sleeping on your left-hand side.
I sleep on my left-hand side.
I sleep on my stomach.
Well, I sleep on left-hand side of bed, so I sleep on my left side. And that's what pees me off with Chris, because he lies on his back and he snores. That's the only time he snores is when he's lay on his back. Yeah,
it's
we
all
ought
right, it's on his side.
to rename it Making a Bed Yorkshire Style.
Oh, look at that, look.
What, actually making a bed.
Well,
Gordo says I sleep in bed like normal people do.
I took hammer and nails and made the bed.
But yeah, right. I do I mean, it's like when we go on holiday. I've always got to sleep on left hand side at bed. It's just
That's
something
why
that
I've
you get
been-
used to, isn't it? Chris is right side, I'm left side. You know what I mean?
that's why I've been evicted. She's sleeping on my side of bed.
If you both sleep on left side, yeah.
I don't like facing into the bed either. I like to face out.
Spoons.
That's where I'm like, Johnny. I always, because another thing that I do as well is when I'm in bed, I put my arm out, this like left arm out of bed. I don't know why. And I've got other side like duvet, like right up to me head.
But I can't grab it. If you went outside for a little bit every day and just plonked your feet on the grass, you'd be sorry.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, I've got to have this arm out of
You
bed.
know that if you go down, the swelling in your legs goes down. Well, that's gravity. You're taking the pressure off your legs. So I'm determined. I'm going to bring a piece of.
When it gets a bit warmer, I might try it, Johnny.
I'm going to bring you a cat litter tray and some of Sheffield United's football ground.
I think it would look a bit obvious, Chris. You know, cutting a piece of turf out at Bramall Lane.
I'll do that.
I think they might notice it. Hey, Johnny says, get Chris to cut a piece of turf from Bramall Lane for the, you know, this earthing thing. I says, I think they might notice it somehow, don't you? You know, when they come next morning, and there's a great piece of turf missing.
What's it called?
Takes them off the night because there's no play on it, do there?
2 minutes.
But
That's
yeah,
episode where he gives him instructions to where he's buried the money, and it's in the middle of Leeds United football pitch.
oh dear, Chris said,
Geo
what was that?
watching.
A guy was found digging up the pitch. Is of no fixed abode. He's he walked out of prison with a spade. That's why. Because he nicked that old guy's treasures, didn't he? That clock and everything. So the swizzled him out. He said, "You give me all this stuff back, and I'll give you a location of where I put me who got on gains." And he followed it, and it was literally stadium little. And he's there in the middle of a spade.
Oh dear me. But this is it, you know, we've all got this funny sort of little things when we go to bed. As I say, it don't matter whether it's red hot, you know, cold, whatever. I've always got to have this arm out of bed.
I can switch it off and just go straight to sleep.
You know, oh God, do you know something, Johnny? That'd be heaven. Chris puts his head on pillow and he's out like a light.
So strange. I've just told him to turn the laptop off because it's about to fall for light.
Hiya, Kevin. I'm thinking, God, what I won't give to be able to do that.
Tracy's there now in bed right now with laptop on her legs. I said, "You've fallen asleep." Hello. Keep that laptop on the floor.
Do you know something, Johnny? This is the thing.
I'm jealous of how she does
when you know it. Hey, it's got chips. They got chips. It's one of these sort of things.
Chinese.
You know something? When I gave up
Indian.
potatoes, Jim took over my legacy by the looks of things.
Terry says, I tend to starfish in my sleeps. Our wubs don't have a black eye all the time. I don't know.
Well, Tracy's got a plastic leg on at the moment, so I'm not going to get kicked out.
But yeah, Hey, oh, I'll tell you something. Chris nearly had a pillar over his head and a black eye last night.
Hi, Grandpa Kevin.
I can't help it.
Hey, oh,
Chris, heating on.
thought Johnny was tripping off then. I didn't know he'd got another t-shirt on underneath. I've got 3 crypto. I have 3 pillars.
Get your money's worth, wear 2 t-shirts at a time.
Oh dear. But yeah, Chris is like a radiator in bed and all, and that don't make any difference, and you know, any make it any better.
Yeah.
So he just got chips sent him.
Yeah.
Joelle, are you getting rather frisky with your pillows? It sounds like it.
I know it's supposed to help with circulation. I think that's what she's getting at, Johnny.
She's got lots of love to give.
But I mean, when I've been having problems with my knees and I've been in a lot of pain. I mean, I've been saying I've had pillows between, like, cushioning my knees. You know what I mean? But yeah,
pillow talk now, aren't we?
But did you?
Yeah.
You know, like these V-shaped pillows, what you can get.
Tracy's got some.
Yeah, well, they've got some like extra large size, and they're supposed to sort of engulf your body,
But your neck.
comfort. You know what I mean? Sort of. So if you do lie on your side, you sort of.
No, putting a cushion cover on one of them, you have to have specialist knowledge.
I hope on
Yeah.
these massive big ones. You know.
Good to see you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Been a while.
Hiya, Alex.
Hey, up,
But yeah,
Alex.
the normal size V-shaped pillars, they actually do them in sort of like an extra large size, but they're like
Alexander.
bigger than normal. So a normal V-shaped pillow cushion or pillowcase won't do that because it's like sort of like actual body size V-shaped pillow. And it's especially for people that. I expected a chip come flying out his mouth.
Yeah.
You know when you did that bit,
Alex,
God help us if he's got a chip in his mouth. I half expected it sort of being stuck to the screen. Oh dear me. Yeah, my mind works in mysterious ways, Tim.
Jeanette, Alex is the phone man. Look what I just put, spare 50p for phone box.
What does it say?
Spare 50p for phone box. Alex,
Actually, there was originally 6. There was originally 16 Samsung S3s. End up made 3.
Oh, I cracked mine. I'm not happy. I dropped my phone the other day and it can fly out.
3 out of 6. 3 out of 6 out of used parts.
It chipped it on the corner there and put a crack there, but not on the camera bit there.
You want one of these, Johnny? I mean, not exactly like these.
No, Kevin, not yet.
These are them like rubber cases, and they actually on corners they are actually reinforced. So if you drop it, it's less likely to crack. But it's like a rubber thing. What you put your phone in.
I've got one here. Hang on.
But you see, on most of these gel things, they're like reinforced on corners.
Brand new, I don't even know.
Because these Samsungs are there for the Samsungs are there for digitizers and LCD screens. But them are like 20, as in to buy them, as in just to digitize on the screen. You're talking about 20.
I'm damaged the front screen and the camera.
Between about £11 up to about £20. I've used
Tracy needs a
ones
new
that are used
charger.
ones.
It's an iPhone 13.
You've got to save your pennies, in other words, Tim, and put it towards a new camera. I don't think it's a bad picture.
No, it's his internet.
Yeah, I
Apart
know.
from him keep freezing.
It's just his kids' phone.
No, no, but it's
His kids do Xbox gaming, so if you've got a couple of them doing it, too granite.
I'm constantly updating Chromebook, as in between the actual computer itself and then the Google Play Store. But I'm still using the old Chromebook. I've not got the new
Well,
one out.
this camera, Chris bought it me. This laptop, Chris bought me for Christmas, and this is an Acer Chromebook, but it don't have Windows or anything on it. It is actually Chrome OS.
Nice
So-
one, Jen. That's an Acer, but the thing as in the other one that I'm pulling out is get the newer updates in it, because they have what they call a OEM date that finishes up an automatic update or something like that in the Chromebooks. It only does I think it's about 5 years or something like that.
But yeah, I mean, every other laptop that I've had has always had Windows on it. And I must say that, yeah, this is only a Chromebook, but it's one of the best computers that I've had in a long time. You know, this is an external camera that I'm running. And I've never had a problem with it, you know, as regards network problems or...
My HP that I had, it was too slow, but it was a good computer.
Kevin says, what does OS stand for? Oh, shit. I don't know.
It was in Windows. I've got a Windows 11 next door, but I only use it for eBay, or I'm going to start using it for eBay. But the Chromebook, I've never had the Chromebook between the tablet and the Chromebook, because I like the Chromebook for YouTube. And I've done
Android might be able to answer you that one, Kevin, but I've no idea what OS stands for.
I used to have Linux on mine, not Windows. Not on this one, but on my...
But yeah, this has not got Windows on at all. It's
operating system. OS is operating system. OS is short for operating system.
Operating system. There you go. So
shit.
Survey.
I mean, all I do is you know, switch it on and do what you know, what's necessary. I mean, I don't even, you know, I'm not very technical.
But you know, what's the difference between an Android and a Chrome Android and a Chrome? What's the difference between them?
What?
What's the difference between Android and Android and Chrome? Actual Android and Chrome. You know how you've got Android operating system on your phone, and you've got Chrome on a laptop. But if you're using the Android apps, you can jump for the Android apps. You can actually have the Android apps open, plus also the Chrome as well. I don't quite understand that. I seem you having two.
No idea. But it's like both I've got two phones. One that I use for recipes, and both of them I've got Chrome on them. But you see as well with this is the thing. When you start it up, yeah, I sign in with my Google email. So before, when I were on the Windows, I'd got to you've got to put your password in for the actual Windows, and then in order to go on to YouTube, you've got to put your email address and password and everything in. So with this, once you put that password in, you don't have to do it. That's it. You only put that password in, and if it's like, obviously YouTube and Google and whatever, you know, they all sort of interconnected somehow. Yeah, Google is the common denominator.
Everything sort of links up with it. as links up, but Windows it doesn't. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I were on one of my old
Who's
laptops,
that?
that's Tim. That's Tim. That's his trademark, that
I
bit.
swear it's causing all earthquakes all around the world.
And now they're having flooding in Turkey as well. That's Tim's fault as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, every 12,000 years,
what this
every
says.
12,000 years, the Earth on its axis changes slightly.
Pardon me.
And it can just knock everything out. Weather fronts, volcanoes.
But yeah, I mean, isn't it bad enough that they've had
nothing to do with bloody eco-mentalists and fucking climate change.
They've had earthquake after earthquake, but now they're having torrential floods and landslides and God knows, you know what I mean? What did Turkey ever do to the world?
I can tell you what they said. They said no to UN. They refused to allow Sweden to come into the United Nations.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's. I mean, I were only saying this to Chris the other night. I says, what we're going to have next? A plague of locusts or a plague of, toads jumping about?
Americans are in plagues of food factory fires. Very suspicious. Water treatment plants getting blown up, and listen, they killed 2 undercover FBI officers, 2 naval officers killed 2 FBI. Do you know what they were doing? Trying to shut down an electric plant.
Hiya, James.
The 2 Navy FBI guys shot them dead, and then afterwards realized the FBI officers.
This is the thing. If you were to ask Putin if he's done humanitarian, when he's done out wrong, according to Putin, he ain't done out wrong. But they targeting civilians now, not army or tanks or whatever. Hi, Carla, how are you? But yeah, it's.
You got to read between the lines, though. They're in the middle of the war. Ukraine is in the middle of a war, but they're changing over to a social credit system when they don't have any money, like China. They're doing that.
I hope it's a plague of cream eggs. It's funny you should mention that, Terry. But
why would you make the people that are suffering in the middle of a war go into digital currency?
Oh, pardon.
It were on. I think it were on my Google, like where it tells you news stories. A guy hijacked a cargo with cream eggs. Honest to God's truth, it's true. I'll see if I can find it for you, and it wait your rubby where it, Terry.
It's an extreme way to try to find that £10,000 egg, though, isn't it?
That's what Chris says. He said he probably only hijacked it so he could get his hands on 10
grand. Remember Charlie in the chocolate factory? What was her name? That little snugget cow. She would try to find it.
Veruca Salt.
Carry on.
Yeah.
John, if
you think about this, right? If they digitalise currency, it means then they can control it. They can control it.
Exactly. We've just signed a legal thing in this country about 3 weeks ago that protects physical money.
Honestly, Terry, this is what I'm going to read out, and it says, sentencing delayed for man who admitted stealing Cadbury cream egg cargo. A thief who made off with a trailer loaded with almost 200,000 Cadbury cream eggs could face further charges relating to a stolen lorry cab.
Yeah,
so your husband, were it, Terry?
Jeanette, in a statement, he said he was sticking to his story.
They were from Shrewsbury.
You know what he was trying to find, didn't you?
That's what Chris, exactly what Chris said. It says that it's some way of going about trying to find one that's half and half.
Yeah.
Is likely to be given a jail sentence of around 2 years after pleading guilty to theft and criminal damage.
You were known to his friends with a bit of a flick.
It says the court heard the 32-year-old used a metal grinder to break into an industrial unit in Stafford Park, Telford,
Jesus Christ.
on February 11th before driving off with assorted chocolate goods worth more than 31,000.
Flipping it.
It says magistrates also told Poole of Dewsbury Road,
Why am I picking a lane down on some Turkish delight?
Tingley near Leeds used a tractor unit which had been stolen in the Yorkshire area in October to tow away the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, he offered to help.
So he's obviously been casing the joint out.
The stolen chocolate, which was then driven onto the northbound M42, Poole surrendered by walking towards police with his hands up near junction 11.
Yeah, he was still stuck in traffic.
Oh dear.
Should have done a Robin Hood bit and handed them all out to drivers stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Oh dear. He hasn't said why, because I keep strolling.
I just got a little glimpse in my head of laying down on a bed full of Turkish delights, because I used to love them. The ones with pink jelly stuff.
Oh God! It says West Mercia Police have helped save Easter for cream egg fans after almost 200,000 of the chocolate treats were stolen from a unit in Stafford Park in Telford. The extravagant theft took place on Saturday, February 11th.
That's about as good as you can expect from mainstream media.
It says Shropshire Fire and Rescue Services Market Drayton Station replied to news they all had been recovered, telling police.
Like I say, though, you need to listen to other things.
Excellent work involved.
Ukraine and Russia have been at war a long, long time, well before anybody else got involved.
But yeah.
And the only reason they can get this social credit system through right now in the middle of war is because they're getting pumped billions of pounds from America.
James says kitchen is complete now. Crypto said to Terry, give them back. I hope she'd be battling in them and everything, will Terry, if it were her that had pinched them. Or doing, instead of snow angels, Cadbury cream egg angels. She said, about 3 hours from me, damn too slow. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear.
What is this, a burping, farting and sneezing stream, Joel?
You've been farting.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of you keep up in the news. I don't really
No one's been farting.
Well, I don't really know what's good.
I don't watch TV. I watch real TV.
All it is, Alex, is, you know, like when I click on Google, it's sort of like newsfeed and, you know, what's going off. And I mean, I don't watch a lot of telly, but yeah, I thought that was funny when it says that it stole a shipment of cream eggs. I thought, hey, up.
I've done 3 years without any realise.
There was a thing saying about the 10 rarest coins, right? They're just standard 50p pieces, and it was in the Northern Echo. And I seen the thing with the article, just like you said, it came up on Google, and I was like,
yeah.
Clicked on a couple of people was like, I think I done Chris as well, as in clicked on and thing with
yeah. Okay then, James. He says he's going to give us a tour of the new kitchen. But yeah,
video.
As soon as I read it, Terry, I thought, hey, up, I wonder if a Robbie and, you know, some of his associates hijacked it. I know you're eating for two, Terry, but yeah, there's no way you're going to get through all them cream eggs.
Try to stay calm, Terry.
But yeah.
He's chalking it up next to the bed back thing.
As soon as I read it, my first thought went to Terry. I thought, I hope to God it's got nothing to do with Terry. When they mentioned cream eggs and yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Think Terry, if sort of you knew somebody that were involved, you'd have boxes on them stacked at the side of your bed. You know, you could eat cream eggs till York content, you know, all night long, all day long.
Oh, you get so sick of them, don't you?
Yeah.
So the only reason I
I
started
was got a Cadbury's cream egg Easter egg when I opened it up.
Following a lot of the coin stuff is because the Americans got us into it, because I thought that the addiction for the auctions had went out is until I went on to one of the auctions on YouTube, and it just sort of spiraled for there, and it went into coins. So I just sort of kept it going. And then eventually I started realising, well, if they've got errors and varieties over there, wonder if our coins has got any errors and varieties. That's when I started following bits and pieces. But because you follow it now, it's sort of, you get all these the Google comes up and all the rest, and you get Change Checker. They tell you everything that's coming as and it's sort of happening with the coins and all that, Karen. But then you realise it's all just circulated coins. It's nothing like as if it's a Pideford or anything. It's not as if it's a silver coin. It's just standard run-of-the-mill stuff. But you don't realise how much value is actually in it until you go and you look in a book and you go, what? £300 for that coin, £600 for that coin? I'm like, why is that? Why does that make that coin special?
This is it. But I mean, yeah, Terry says I've already got 66 boxes of 10. You know what I mean? You can have too much of a good thing, can't you? I mean, it's like when Chris worked at Cadbury's. You could eat as much as you want while you're on the premises. But if you were ever caught with one in your pocket or in your bag or whatever, they were instant dismissal.
You're not the only Scotsman I know.
Well, I'm laughing at what Crypto says. She says, now if after 8 chocolate van goes missing, don't look at me. Well, this is the thing. You know this tray
I like
bake.
a tasty miniature envelope after 8.
This Terry's not hock at me. This tray bake thing that I'm making, yeah, it's Easter tray bake, and it says Easter treats. It says chocolate egg sweets, chocolate bar pieces. Now I've wrote a list down, and I says to Chris, I says, I don't want all these things on the list, but I want you to look out for them. I've got Aero mini eggs, Cadbury's mini eggs, Galaxy's chocolate and caramel mini eggs, Malteser mini bunnies, cream egg minis, Milky Bar mini eggs, Terry's chocolate orange mini eggs, and Smarties mini eggs. Hi, James. And I says, now I don't sort of get your knickers in a twist. I says, I don't want all them on the list. I says, it's just things to look out for. You know, I want to sort of, you know, put a variety of things on this tray bake. I says, don't get your knickers in. I'm not asking you to get them all on the list. It's just things to look out for.
How much they want for a packet of eggs?
Hang on a minute, Alex.
Dragon fruit.
Yeah.
How much they want? Sorry, Johnny, carry on.
I'm going to be growing some of them. I've never seen them before up until looking for them.
Apparently, they're horrible looking things.
Yeah.
If Chris is going to shops and looking for them, he could either you or him could actually do shots. Showing, look, I just found these because a lot of
They don't look very appetizing, I must say, Johnny.
YouTube is paying for all the shots at the moment. It's the shorts that's really doing it for channels at the moment. Is the shorts, is the short videos. But I don't know how to do shorts. I've never done shorts. Was that?
All you do is you go, this is 50p. There you go. Bye.
But yeah, I mean, I actually shown him the list, and I says, you know, I don't actually want them all that's on the list. I just want you to look at to see if they've got any down at our Asda. You know what I mean?
No, but the problem is when you say that to a man, it's like, oh, you have to locate the whole fucking lot now.
I'll tell you what I am put on list. After H do mini eggs as well. So yeah, that's one I forgot to put on list. But it's like down at our Asda, they ain't always got in a lot of stuff. So I thought, well, I'll put all these down. You know, these are sort of my choices. So if you sort of get one bag of this or one bag of that, you know, I'll be, you know, happy. But just look out for these to see if they've got any in our Asda.
No, we'll go there, find them, and then ring you up and go, well, which one?
But yeah, he always rings me up, Johnny, and he'll just say, well, this is probably, you know, this is what they've got. What do you want me to get? You know, anything really, you know what I mean? But I don't want to like leave it too late until we can't get anything at all. So, you know, that's one thing I forgot to put on list, Crypto, after 8's mini eggs.
You got to tell us, said you take 50s.
I think it's the pound at Asda, Tim. Tim says they want £1.50 for a bag of mini eggs. I think down at Asda they're £1. Now the the Aero ones, I think they want 25. There's sort of a couple on that list.
I can see Tim's point of saying about the bags half full. That's disgusting. So you buy a bag and it's not even full. It's not even full.
Honestly, Alex, it's like a bag of crisps. When they say a bag of crisps, I opened a bag and I've got picture to prove it. And it really
get decent bag of crisps now is to buy them grab bags.
And the bags about that big and the thing and what's in it's all about that.
In them bags of crisps, I think they're supposed to be 25 grams. And I opened that bag and I said to Chris, I says, if they weigh 25 grams, I'm going to eat my granny's out.
I bet that means package weight, though, in the package with the air in it.
Honestly, Johnny, there were about that many in them. It were only about that full. You know, when they say a bag of crisps, you know, not a quarter of a bag of crisps.
But it's like when you pick up a Mars bar. Do you remember when we used to pick a Mars bar up but that size? Now they're about only maybe.
You got to buy a duo thing, haven't you? Like two.
That's exactly what Chris said other day, because he bought, I think it were Whispers and what else? Oh, Mars bars. And he says, well, I come. He says, and these were like a multi-pack. He says, I come. He says, these at one time a day, you could get the full-size ones in a multi-pack. Now, these is only about that big. They're not full-size Mars bars.
Do you need to blame it on the expense of the products or not the product, but the raw materials, as in like the cocoa powder and all that, Karen? It's becoming that expensive. That's why,
you know, like even if you were to go to the shop and buy a single bar of chocolate, you're talking about 60 or 70p.
Oh, at least.
Yeah. Back in my day, it were about 20 or 30p.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, you paid 30p for a Freddo. You want to rent
I remember when I came.
They used to be 10p, Johnny.
They used 30p now.
Kevin, Johnny, when you talk about Fredo, Kevin Freshwater does a brilliant one. A Fredo, as in his pal, he goes like that. He puts the tartan the tartan thingy, the tartan hat on.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
he-
mean, them little Freddo bars, yeah, you could buy them for 10p at one time a day.
Correct.
10p.
Yeah, what's wrong there?
You know what I mean? It's.
Is it wet? Dad?
But this is another thing as well, Gordo. You could buy Twix like king size. You could buy Mars bars king size, Whisper king size. You know, nearly every single chocolate bar at one point wore a king size bar out.
Everyone's grown up now and he's got a mortgage.
But yeah, you know, you can't even find a normal size one nowadays. Never mind a king size one.
Gordo's obviously seen the Kevin Freshwater one, as in the thing with the mortgage.
Oh, pardon me.
It was absolutely bananas.
But yeah, it's getting ridiculous. You know what I mean? The bars are shrinking in size, but you're paying more for them.
Fredo got fingered.
Johnny's an influencer.
Not like
It's ridiculous. And like Easter eggs, you'd probably get
what about Whisper chocolate bars, Joel?
you know what I mean? It's like this. When you used to buy an Easter egg, I mean, this is another thing. Define a large Easter egg. I mean, in my day, a large Easter egg was about this big. You know, in the box.
The Robin Bar, Stuart.
But
yeah, you know what I mean.
It's about the boxes, about that.
Whisper chocolate is very nice.
The box was like about that, but at least that. So the egg was like at least that. But then when you cracked the egg open, there was something. Obviously, there was always something inside it.
I mean, you know, I mean, I'm reverting back to, but a lot of these bakers a few years ago come up with the idea of splitting the Easter egg in half and putting cheesecake in the two halves of the Easter egg. Now, they've tried to stop them from doing that because I don't know how many that produce the Easter eggs, but they're doing them as a whole instead of like two halves now.
Oh, so you can't break it.
So a lot of these sort of bakers that are actually still doing these Easter egg, cheesecake things, they're having to hunt down an egg that will come in two, or and they've been trying to come up with all these ideas to actually separate these eggs that that they make them that don't come in two halves, one bars. But yeah, I mean, one at Genius acts that they've come up with is like a very sharp knife or something, eating it up and sort of doing it that way, sort of separating two halves of egg. But I mean, me and Chris were talking about it, and I said, if you look on Amazon, you can get these Easter egg molds, and all it's a matter of doing is melting some chocolate, painting it on a mold, and voila, you've got two half Easter eggs. Or top it. Oh, I used to love them. And Lion bars. So,
I remember buying one bars
says he used to like a
ice cream van for 10 pence, but see, try to ask and eat one. Jesus
I'm going to get off to that look.
okay, then, Johnny. Thanks for popping up, and I'll see you later. See you later.
I'll be in chat anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. I'm not stopping on too much longer. But yeah, it's you're paying more, but you're getting less. And it's same with everything else. Bags of crisps, chocolate bars, you name it.
Yeah.
You're paying more for it, but you're getting less.
And Jeanette, have you heard?
What?
They're putting cigarettes up to £14 a packet.
Oh dear.
I don't have that trouble because I don't smoke anymore.
Oh, Boost, yeah, and Cabana, I can remember them. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's sort of. I mean, I can remember days of a morning. My mum used to give me 10p. Me, my sister, and my brother 10p. And to us, we thought it were a fortune. And we got a little newsagents on way to school, and we say, "Can we have a look at your penny? Look at your penny tray?" And there were all these items on it that were a penny. And you'd go in and you'd say, "Can you do me a 10p mix, please?" And then you get a bag full for 10p.
Yeah.
I remember Tim at high school as, and I was must have been about 14 or something like 14, 15-year-old. And I remember Kensington Club, a 10 packet was 96. It was 96 pence. That's what they were. 96 pence.
Can you remember, Gordo? Not so long back, I made them. They were like muffins, and you put them. Yeah, they were Swizzles, bubblegum flavour, I think they were. Yeah, they're called Squashums.
Who remembers? Because they used to do
drumstick Squashums.
Yeah, but they all sort of saying.
Who remembers Boost? Because they used to do.
Boost were predominantly coconut.
Sorry, on.
But then it'd have sort of bits of fruit and
coconut.
mojo.
Then it was biscuit.
Yeah.
Then it was biscuit. Then it was
peanut.
Then it was toffee.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Peanut. I'll tell you, Gordo, when we used to go to that newsagents, and you used to say she'd have all these sweets on this tray, and they were all like a penny. You know, can we have something from your penny tray? And then she'd say, "Well, what do you want?" And we'd sort of be stood there umming and ahhing and say, "Well, just give us a 10p mix." They were sort of fruit salads. There were mojos. There were what's them? Them licorice ones. What's them?
Blackjacks. You used to get
Blackjacks. That's it. And there were all sorts. You know, like these, like banana. You know, these foam bananas and like false teeth and all sorts. You know what I mean? Yeah, 10p mix up. That were it.
There was foam shrimps or something like that.
Yeah, fizzy laces. Yeah. And it were a proper newsagents, and it were like you could get cola cubes, you can get pineapple cubes, you can get rhubarb and custard.
There used to be a shop near me where you used to be able to buy a single cigarette for 10 pence.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, looking at it now, you imagine you buying a cigarette for 10p, how much they'd make on a packet of 10. So that's sort of like a pound, and 10 fags used to be about 40p, something like that. All strawberry sherbets and pineapple sherbets as well.
Sherbet lemons.
Yeah.
Sherbet lemons.
Can anybody remember? I know I said this the other night. Them fizzy pips. Now, if you were you haven't got a lot of money and you wanted a lot of sweets for your money, you'd ask for fizzy pips because it looked like you got a lot then.
Yeah.
And they were only like these like minute little fizzy pip things, but it made it look like you got a lot in your bag. Cola cubes and yeah.
Yeah, like dewdrops. They were like dewdrops. Like sort of like a round ball, little round balls.
Proper old-fashioned pear drops.
Right, I know.
As well as rhubarb and custard. Hello.
Hey, God.
Look at Ronnie there.
He is such a fine doggo.
He is.
That's what he's trying to explain. It's not the squashums. It's
Oh, the drink. No, wow, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I knew straight away.
I've never actually seen Swizzle do a drink. Hiya, Ali, how are you?
Hiya, Pally.
And we got air freshener.
Hi, Ali.
What's that?
Rhubarb and custard.
Oh, I've just been talking about rhubarb and custard.
Wow.
Johnny says his mum's always got humbugs and pear drops in a bag.
In the back, funny place for
bag, I think it means. But yeah.
in your mum's spine.
Aye, Ali.
You know, it's sort of, going, rhubarb and custard, Tim. Tim's got rhubarb and custard.
That's not, I don't even see it.
Oh, bless him. Oh, strawberry and cream.
That's a nice photo of that.
That's what you got me for your birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Him rustling his ways. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat the old style sweets, when it's. Hi, Tina, how are you? And we've just been on about you going down to newsagents and getting a tray from under the counter, and you'd ask for a 10p mix. You know what I mean? And we each, there were three of us, and my mum used to give us 10p. And you thought you were millionaires because she'd get us 10p to go and get some sweets on the way to school. And I tell you what else they used to. Can you remember Refresher Chews as well? They used to, but they I think were 2p. The Refresher Chews. And then sort of, to. Good morning. Good morning. Ew. Then to add sort of, do you want a bubbly in with that? You know what I mean? Are you allowed a bubbly? Yeah. What were them round red bubblies that you used to get?
The one
and like twisted on end.
One was like blue and yellow wrappers.
The actual bubbly were red, but it
was in a cave, didn't it? Taboo.
Oh, I can't remember what they were called.
Bubba.
It started cave.
They were about that big, and they were wrapped separately.
That came in a thing.
But then sort of you got the smaller ones, which were the
2p for one of them.
Yeah. You sort of, if you progressed onto 2p stuff, yeah, don't worry about it, Tina. We had a right laugh. Sort of, we're taking a trip down memory lane at the moment.
I think the ones that Tim's cut.
Can you remember as well?
When you actually opened the wrappers, there was like a cartoon character as me unwrapped.
And a wee tattoo inside.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can you remember that when you used to get them tattoos on in bubbly wrapper?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to wet your arm and then put your tattoo on and then like peel it off.
I've done that many times. Licked my arm and then stuck the tattoo on. Yeah.
And you used to walk down the street with make everybody think you got this tattoo on your arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were. It was one of them cases where you thought you were hard with his tattoo on your arm, and you
got a tattoo.
He's got mint imperials and all.
Tattoo on your arm with fake fags.
I can remember them and all.
Chocolate cigarettes, the chocolate cigarettes. Yeah.
No, not the chocolate ones. The hard ones with red tip.
White ones. Yeah. I'm going to mention.
Yeah. I know the ones you're on about. Yeah.
9-year-old. I've just went up pub while I'm a program with it.
But yeah, you were posh if you had chocolate fags, Tim. You know,
Yeah.
you know, if your paupers like us, you had these hard ones with red tip painted on end. They were sort of come in like a pretend fag packet, didn't they?
We've got candy sticks these days. You know, to call them sticks.
Gary says running about like Popeye with all the fake tattoos. But yeah, same as Chris has just said. Them were the good old days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you sort of used to. Then you used to have a competition with your mates to see who could blow biggest bubble with his bubble gum.
Yeah.
You'd end up with all stuck all on your face.
Yeah.
Remember Hubba Bubba?
Yeah. I think that's one of things that they put the tattoos in.
I'm not sure you should get a comic strip in them as well. Or is that
But yeah, I mean, amount of times, me and my mates has gone to the toilet and we've had all this bubble gum stuck in his ear and it'd be all over his face because we've been trying to see who could blow biggest bubble. And it sort of went tits up and you ended up with it all over your face.
I remember buying the football cards with the bubble gum in it.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing you don't get no more is the PG tip. You know the PG tips?
Yeah.
The cards in the PG tips.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they sort of went through a stage where they were doing footballers, cricketers, and sort of, you know.
I had hundreds.
Yeah.
You mean, you know, like how they do these, the match
Who remembers Smith's Salt and Shake?
Oh, yeah, with this blue bag of salt in it.
Can you remember the advert?
Yeah.
They still do them, actually, Tim, I think.
Wanna be Smith's Crisp. Wanna be Smith's Crisp.
Can you remember as well? I mean, I'm going back. Our White's advert.
Oh, yes.
When he sneaks down to the fridge during night, I'm a secret lemonade drinker. I mean, sort of stupid adverts that, you know, when you think about
Our White, that were Elvis Costello's dad.
You know what I mean?
Here's an advert you might not remember. Humphrey. Watch out, there's a Humphrey about.
I can remember that, Gordo. But
remember what he was advertising though?
Humphrey. Can't remember.
Oh,
milk. It was the milk straws. You used to buy a straw and it used to turn your milk.
Yeah, drink your milk through it. But yeah, you know, I mean, and I mean, looking back at it now, who's stupid enough to sneak down to the fridge during night just to drink a glass of lemonade? You know what I mean? It don't sort of make any sense nowadays.
Look on YouTube, Tim. You'll see plenty of videos for Humphrey. Watch out! There's a Humphrey about. It's the Unigate adverts.
Tommy says who was Elvis Costello's dad.
Who remembers Country Life?
Ross McManus.
Yeah, I know you can still get the butter, but who remembers the McManus?
I can remember the advert. It was dressed up as country like buttermen.
We are in a land from country life. Never put a bit of butter on your knife.
I can remember that. Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah.
And the other adverts I used to remember was Busby.
Scotty.
Remember Busby?
It's for you. Yeah. British Telecom. When British Telecom just come onto the scene, it's for you.
Oh God. Can anybody remember? Ding dong, anyone calling?
Yeah.
Trip down memory lane, Scotty.
I'm free.
Oh,
they don't make the adverts like they used to, though.
No.
Now it's either bingo
from
betting ads or as for insurance.
Well, this is the thing. Can you remember Smash advert?
I was going to mention Smash advert. Hilarious. Robots pissing themselves laughing.
Get smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
Who made Smash originally? Here's a bit of trivia to you, partly. No Googling.
The one for
Who
Jolly,
made Smash
Jolly
originally?
Green Giant.
Cadbury's.
It was Cadbury's.
That's a nice old Merc convertible.
Yeah, it's a 1984 380 SL.
My dad
It's actually in the showroom at local dealer.
My dad painted one for Morris Ahern, as in gold, that colour gold. Beautiful when he finished it, when he done it. Beautiful, beautiful job.
I mean, Scotty
Nice
says
as
I've
this
been
one.
listening. I says obviously Scotty's way too young to remember what he's talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't even remember the Maureen Lipman adverts.
Lipman's.
Maureen Lipman.
Oh yeah,
She-
I remember them.
Times BT.
Maureen Lipman.
What showroom's
I
that,
remember the
partners?
advert for.
It's the Mercedes dealer in Bradford.
Is it?
Oh,
Where,
pardon me.
when 200 was
Finger.
having the new
Oh,
Supreme.
can you? This is another one. Can you remember all chimpanzee PG tip adverts as well? JRR.
Oh, that's
Where they're removing that piano, and he says, "Do you know it's on my foot?" And he says, "You hum it and I'll sing it." That were hilarious. You know, at the time it were hilarious. I mean, you sort of want to bat an eyelid today. And it's sort of come to light. You know how they used to make them move their mouth? They used to put like something on the lips to make them move their mouth.
I remember with the
not be long, Steve. We're sort of reminiscing about, all the good old days.
Yeah.
The Channel Tunnel one. This ain't Blinking Camper, Callie. This is Blinking Camper.
Yeah.
Were it who did Boddington's advert and all?
Melanie Sykes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
And what were that
She's
one
a premium model.
the one with dark hair. Oh, I forget what her name is now. Oh, yeah, you tell me and I'll tell you. The thing is, Steve, I don't show me likes and dislikes, so it'll only show up your like, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, what were her name?
Yellow Pages.
Bit like Melanie Sykes, but she were a lot older.
Which advertise.
I forget what her name is now.
Yeah.
Like, weren't it?
I remember it.
Oh, Lorraine Chase. Not Lorraine Chase.
That's the
I was
one.
just saying,
Lorraine Chase. What advert did she do?
She did
Cinzano.
No, which is on it.
You're also on Blankety Blank.
Cinzano.
What? Who did
did
that
the
one?
Luton Airport one,
Luton
wasn't it?
Airport.
Yeah. That's her, yeah.
That was Lorraine Chase. She had the song called Luton Airport.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking on. Because, see, I always get mixed up in her and that Melanie Sykes. Because I know Melanie Sykes did the Boddingtons one, but I knew Lorraine Chase had done one, and it was something to do with Luton Airport.
Yeah, that's what she.
Yeah, Lorraine Chase had a song called Luton Airport.
Didn't Peter Kane
No, that was somebody else, Tim.
with a lot of the Boddington's adverts eventually? Peter
That was Lorraine Chase.
But it were. You can't beat the good old adverts, the good old pick and mix and sweets that we used to have. So,
You mentioned milk.
It was Campari, not Cinzano.
Campari, that's the one.
I think the Cinzano, that was
Lennon Rossiter.
and
Collins.
Yeah.
She used to always get covered in it.
Yeah. What time is it?
Unigate.
Yeah, it's 11:45. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it because it's 11:45. Yeah, Chris, Callum and Chris is up early in the morning. I'm having a lie-in tomorrow, being as I were up early this morning. So thanks for everybody coming in. Thank you for joining in the trip down memory lane. Next one will be Saturday. So yeah, join me on Saturday, and we'll sort of reminisce a bit more. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for everybody that's come on panel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Thankful for that.
No,
I'm not just, yeah, I'm on about, I were umming and ahhing whether or not to bring Alex up because all he talks about is mobile phones and
Still live.
Yeah.
Still live, Jeanette. Still live.
Yeah,